the John and Linetia show. So, Linetia, did you watch the Grammys?
I did.
I didn't. I've read some of the coverage, seen some of the highlights.
Okay. And when you say highlights, you mean what people were wearing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, all the nice partially exposed boobage.
Well, you know what? I was really surprised because, that letter went out to the participants, that said, okay, we're going to tone it down. None of this crack stuff showing, none of all these, having all of your stuff hanging out.
To be fair, it was just CBS that pretty much kind of asked the stars not to bear too much skin at the Grammy Awards.
Well, I think it's really sad that you even have to send out an email like that.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of it really is but I think everybody ignored it because I think a lot of it is you got some of these stars like Katy Perry that when you've got assets you want to show them off.
Okay, Katy Perry had on, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners have seen the Grammys. Katy Perry had on this long flowing green dress, which was really, really tight.
Yeah.
And it had a nice little section here that showed off a lot of her
cleavage.
It
was in comic books we call it a boob window. So she sort of she had this dress. And they just had this window there, so you could kind of see the boobs.
Yes. I didn't think she looked that bad.
No, she don't look bad at all.
Okay, the issue I had was with her date, John Mayer.
Yeah, well,
he looked really strange. I can't understand. I couldn't get with the velvet jacket and hat that matched, with each other. He kind of looked like what's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? But yes,
looked like Willy Wonka.
Looked like Willy Wonka. Yes.
Yeesh.
Let's go down to the next person. Let's talk about Miss Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland looked really nice on Sunday. I'm going to give it to her. But she had on a long black dress, and it had lines going down through, and you could see some things, but the rest of it was kind of not seen. But I liked her dress. It was nice. It wasn't too revealing. What do you think? Was it?
No, it looks nice.
She looked nice. She looked really nice. I thought she was. I thought she adhered toward the code. I thought she did.
Yeah. A little bit of exposing, but you kind of take a look at those lines and see, some under boob and some side boob.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then Alicia Keys had on a dress that was.
Well, definitely she had side boob windows.
And a little bit, under and on top, but it was decent. It was decent.
Yeah. I mean, and part of it also is these tight dresses that are really accentuating the curve.
Yeah, they are.
Which, who cares?
Women are happy about their curves,
Yeah, women and men. I'm happy about their curves too.
And of course, the big stunner of the night, of course, was J-Lo.
I would still say the big star of the night was Katy Perry. I want to talk more about Katy Perry.
Can we go to the next person?
J-Lo was okay.
J-Lo had that leg sticking out, and then when she got up there to do her presentation, she said, "What? I got the memo," and the whole audience laughed, and I was like, "Wow!" I mean, I was really impressed. I thought she looked great. Wow. And who else? Let me see. Who else was kind of... Rihanna had on that red
kind of
dress.
a see-through dress.
Right. But it wasn't as revealing as...
No, I think, a lot of people wanted to look and see, how many bruises she might have. She's back together with Chris Brown.
She did. She came there with him.
Right.
She did. And supposedly, this is the rumor now, that she was sporting an engagement ring.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, beat her again, and eventually she will accept.
We already did a show about this. I thought that you had let this go. Let them be.
He thinks he's a big man, but he likes to beat up women. What do you want?
Well, right before the show, began, it was that big controversy with him and Frank Ocean too. You sit up here and you're arguing with someone over a freaking parking spot.
Chris Brown just doesn't like to fight heterosexual men. That's what it is. So women, he probably is beating up children we haven't heard about. Probably goes in a neighborhood like in a park and starts pounding on kids.
No, that's not
and
nice.
And then he's, beating up gay rappers.
He did come too. He had his hand wrapped up and everything at the show. Yeah. And the crunchy part was, I know you probably didn't see it, I went on Facebook and I said, crunchy, salty, whatever word you want to use.
Okay.
Frank Ocean and him were in the same category. A new category they had. Yeah. And Frank Ocean won.
Well, there you go.
I was like, ouch. Well, oh well. So is life, Yeah. But for all, I guess your favorite, of course, was Katy Perry, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I know that Ellen liked what Katy Perry was wearing.
Did you see that? She was like sitting there like...
it was great. A great shot of like Ellen just kind of like, cocking her head and just staring at Katy Perry's
she did a presentation.
Monster boobs.
She did a presentation with Beyonce, and Beyonce wasn't that revealing. She had like an all-over pantsuit. Yeah. So she wasn't that revealing. But still, she still stared at her too. So I thought it was quite funny, you know. But I don't know. I just don't think that.
This is the Grammys is music awards, right? Because
it is music, darling.
They pretty much they just have award shows of just like the hot women celebrities, and they ultimately a red carpet, and they parade up on the stage, some kind of like a Miss America like thing.
Why don't you give that idea?
Maybe even have a bikini contest. Wait a minute, don't they have that? Oh yeah, I guess they do with Miss America.
Miss America, and Miss
but
they're not necessarily celebrities yet.
Yeah, I know. No, it should be. You know what? That's a great show. I should talk to Trump about that. About like a Miss America, but like celebrities. Like he has, he's doing a Celebrity Apprentice, and he's bringing back people from the past. He's totally pumping a dry well here. He's run out of any kind of ideas.
That's true.
They don't want to put real people on that show anymore because no one will watch. But I digress. Yes, based on what I saw of the Grammys, I'm trying to find any kind of photos I can of
all the women, and they look nice. Hey,
I want to put together a collage.
I can't believe that they had to send an email out. That was my thing. They sent an email out.
CBS, remember, that was the network that ran the Super Bowl when Janet Jackson showed off her
that was
her movie.
An accident.
Yeah, an accident, a quote accident.
It was an accident.
It was a part of the show when Justin Timberlake was supposed to rip part of her outfit off, and it just happened to be she had nothing covering.
Speaking of Justin, nipply. I know you probably didn't know this, but Justin Timberlake was there at the Grammys, and he made his debut. He has a new album dropping in March. Yeah, so he made his debut. He came there with his wife, Jessica Biel. You like her?
Yeah,
Jessica Biel. And he did a song with Jay-Z. And then he did a couple of the songs later on. But he's trying to pump his album. I don't know. I think it's probably going to be good. I don't know. If you like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. I still think at some point in time you should do a duet album with Bieber. Do a Justin and Justin.
Justin and Justin. Why don't you send Justin Bieber an email?
Oh, God.
Why not?
Did you see Saturday Night Live this past week with Justin Bieber?
I did not.
You missed nothing. It was horrible. It was awful.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't get it.
Is he even old enough to be on there?
Yeah.
No, he just turned 18.
He's old enough to stamp late. Yeah, whatever.
New rumor: Justin Bieber's mom wants him to go back to Selena Gomez.
Oh, well, sure. Because when he's not out, trying to pick up all the 12-year-old girls who love him.
No.
And then he's not out,
No,
trouble.
they're saying the people who he's hanging with are a bad influence.
Yeah, ooh, bad influence, man. He's got so much street cred, that Bieber. Wow.
Well, it's not a hit unless you do a song with Bieber or Chris Brown. Then it's not a hit.
Which is a shame. And
that's the way it is.
Just like
if you like that kind of music.
Rihanna doesn't get hit unless it's with Chris Brown, right? That's what you said?
I did not say that. Leave them alone. Leave them alone.
What?
Leave them alone.
I'm just saying that he should at least wear a boxing glove.
Oh.
Take the rings off his finger when he's bitch slapping her.
Alone. If they want to be together,
anywho,
let them be.
The wrap up here, Grammys, lots of boobies.
Not a bad show.
Katy Perry, hot.
Not a bad show.
I would have awarded everything to Katy Perry, whether she was nominated or not.
Bias.
A little bit.
Thanks for listening to the John and Linetia Show.